women do not date out of their race enough, and God, please release my sisters from the shackle of only dating black men. I feel like it's time for us to explore our options. It's way more of life to see, way more experiences to have.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title, guys, you can see in today's video we're going to be talking about none other than the beautiful Latoya Luckett, because I was just scrolling on TikTok and I came across this video that I'm momentarily going to incorporate, where Latoya Luckett, just in case y'all didn't necessarily know, she recently got married. This is her third marriage. So basically this TikToker, we're talking about the fact that after Latoya got married, now her bitter baby daddy ex-husband decided that he wanted to come and troll her, I guess, because of her new marriage. But nonetheless, you already know these males, unfortunately, they can only be who they are. And this is precisely why I continue to come on here and talk about you as a woman. You should be dating people that are equally yoked to yourself, because unfortunately, when you as a successful woman, when you get in relationship and ultimately marriage with these low-hanging fruit, because unfortunately for these males, they know that they will never in a million years be on the same level with you. So they will do stuff to humiliate you. They will do stuff because unfortunately, like I said, they feel like they have to find a way to quote unquote humble you. I truly feel like this is why these male has been really out here telling on themselves. They have been extremely vocal about the fact that they will attempt to humble you as a woman. But nonetheless, guys, check out what this commentator had to say about Latoya's second husband being bitter out here now because she decided that she was going to move on from his crusty ass. Check out this TikToker, see what she had to say, and then we will come back with more.
Latoya Luckett's second husband is shaking because he's throwing shots because she just got married over last weekend. There's a lot to this story. Let's talk about it. So on July 27th of this year, Latoya Luckett recently married her third husband, Teo Coles. Now, he seems like a very nice man. He's a handsome man. She seems extremely happy. She's been married 3 times. Her first marriage was in 2016. In 2016, she was married to Robert Hill Sr. Now, when I did my research, they said his name was Robert Hillman Sr. But do you guys remember who he was? He used to have them quotes. During like the 2016s, I think all the way back to the 2012s, these Rob Hill Sr. quotes were very, very, very popular. They were all over Tumblr, Twitter. Y'all remember the Rob Hill Sr. quote, like wave? But yeah, that was her husband at the time. No children. They were only married for 2 months. It was quickly dissolved. What's interesting is I found out today that they even got married. I didn't even know she ended up walking down the aisle with this man. I remember her being engaged though. I do remember her being married to this man. Now, this is the man that was talking stuff. This is Tamacus Walker. Now, if anybody remembers the show that they had, I think there was like Tiny and Toya, like Family Values, and Latoya Luckett, because she's friends with Candy and them. They was all on the show, kind of just giving different ins and outs of their life. Now, she had 2 kids with this Tamacus Walker, and she literally had her second baby with him and divorced him a couple months later. Like, he was out of there. They were married from 2017, right after Robert Hill and her, to 2021. Her issue with him, he was so rude, y'all. Let me tell you what he did on the show. There was an episode where, and this is all after his mom died. At first, when his mom was alive, he made little snappy comments like he was rude, but he wasn't hell on wheels. When his mama died, it gave him an excuse to be a terror to this lady. He literally she made him her manager. He had her drop him off at the airport to go see another woman. It was given like, take me to the airport. I got an attitude. Take me to the airport. I'm taking a flight to Dallas. Are you going to tell me where you're going? Are you going to tell me how long you're going to be gone? He got an attitude. He's being rude to her. She drops him off at the airport. Like, nigga, you about to go on vacation or something? And she's like, you know, I love you. Goodbye. He slams the door on her. Real niggas remember that. The real remembers that. He was so rude to this lady. It was crazy. We was like, oh my God, Latoya Luckett, why you letting this fool play with you? You done made this unqualified ass man your manager. We don't know this man. And he's talking to her like he's L.A. Reid, probably spending up all her little money to go take out girls. And that's interesting because one of the commenters made a comment about him cheating. So when Tamikis found out she got married, he made this post to like troll her. 3 in 7 years, 3 rings, dynasty, like 3 husbands in 7 years, dynasty. First of all, in it like 8 years, so you're not even good at math. It could be 7, I'm not good at math. But I said that to say, he was trying to be funny with the Tom Brady meme. And he also posted this on his birthday, which had to been like a day or so ago. Leo season ain't been that long. You simply smile through it all when you know you're tremendously blessed. And then with the thing in the Leo symbol, clearly it's his birthday or coming up or past or whatever. And it's given like, we ain't even heard from you, girl, since you was dealing with Latoya Luckett. You're not only you a nobody, you trying to throw that little Tom Brady shade was crazy. But like I said, they was tearing him up and spilling his tea in the comments. Commenter gonna say, I remember seeing him at a pool party while he was still married. And let's just say, I'm glad to say she moved on. She deserves a loyal and genuine partner. We got your tea, Tamikis. We knew you was cheating on that lady and being horrible to her while doing it when you went off to Dallas to go mess with some freak while you were married and she left her home with the kids with no kiss goodbye and an explanation. So hearing he was down to the pool party, bitter baby daddy, we love to see it. Her new man is fine, okay? Handsome, looks like he loves her, and this picture gagged me the most. Look at Tamikis and Latoya baby on him. It's giving new dad. So, Tamikis, you could be mad, you could stay salty. We remember how you treated her, okay? The West remembers. The North.
So you just heard what that TikToker had to say. And I think it is very interesting that she spoke about the fact that this male, prior to his mom unfortunately passing on, he always used to make like snarky remark here and there, but he got more blatant with it once his mom did unfortunately parted ways from this earth. Because imagine attempting to justify the passing of your mother by you being a complete douchebag to your wife. And just as the creator mentioned, there was a time when Latoya decided that she was going to go on this reality show. And just like the lady mentioned, you know, there were a lot of other celebrities were involved with it, and they will give bits and pieces of their life here and there. And also, she mentioned the fact that in one of the episodes, this male had the audacity to ask Latoya to drop him off to the airport while he was going to see his other woman. This right here is what I continue to tell y'all about these males. These males don't have any resource. They don't have any autonomy. They don't have anything to offer any group of women, but one thing that they do have is some audacity. Imagine you asking your wife that unfortunately she decided that she was going to be the breadwinner within the relationship. Imagine you being audacious enough to ask her to drop you off to the airport so you can go and see other women. Just the audacity of these Negroes. Another theme that unfortunately we continue to see with extremely successful, beautiful Black women is that for whatever reason, they be thinking that it's a good idea for them to come out here and make their loose or low-level male be their manager. And this may sound familiar to you guys because you guys know who also did that. Wendy Williams, Mary J. Blige, Sherry Shepherd, and unfortunately so many other successful Black women. They ultimately will get these low-hanging fruit, build them up. We saw what happened with Wendy Williams. I feel like that is a cautionary tale that people literally throughout history will always be referencing. Because unfortunately, Latoya Luckett, just like Wendy Williams, she also not only got in a relationship that ultimately ended up in a marriage with a low-hanging male, but unfortunately Latoya and Wendy, they both decided that they were going to make these looser male their manager. And just in case you guys forgot what happened to Wendy Williams literally had one of the most successful talk show, and unfortunately because she had this leashing on to her, unfortunately, Wendy Williams was out here being the breadwinner, basically why she employed her bum husband, and naturally these males doing what they do best came to find out this male literally had been cheating on Wendy for almost half of their marriage. And not only that, because we already know once the whole thing hit the fan, Wendy, she came out and she said that she basically knew about the affair the entire time. She said, and him and her spoke about it, and they basically had this agreement where, you can go out and do whatever you want, but what is going to break the Campbell back for me is if you go out here and you have a love child, which is exactly what Wendy Williams, low-hanging male, decided that he was going to do. But can you imagine you as a successful woman being the breadwinner in your marriage while you simultaneously will be giving these male the green light for them to go out here, disrespect you, humiliate you, and not only that, because guys, think about all of the STIs that this man could have potentially infected Wendy Williams with. And this is precisely why I continue to say, ladies, it is imperative for y'all to go out here and work on yourself, because there's no way in this world on any other planet that I will be okay, one, being the breadwinner in my marriage, two, giving my cheating ass low-level husband the okay to go and cheat on me. Like, what? Where do we do that at? Ladies, this is why you shouldn't entertain these low-level male. You know why? Well, first of all, they will always resent you for it. And this resentment will eventually cause them to either abuse you physically, mentally, or unfortunately both, because we know they can't really do it financially, right? So this is precisely why, because these males throughout the entire relationship, they're going to feel emasculated simply because of your success. Because just like that lady that I made the video about yesterday, y'all saw how this lady came out here and she spoke about how she spent $8,000 all because she wanted to cheer up this grown-ass man, taking him to Bahamas. Y'all also saw his reaction where he was so nonchalant about it. And this is exactly why you as a woman shouldn't be out here investing in these male. If this man is going through a rough patch, it is his obligation to go out here and get out of the funk. It is not your responsibility as a woman to make this male happy. Everybody go through moments in life where, you're doing better than other times. And this is exactly why I continuously have to pose the question, is it really that difficult finding men that are equally yoked to y'all? And to be honest, guys, I'm not sure if you guys have witnessed this within your day-to-day life. I personally have seen it over and over. I will see all of these beautiful, successful Black women literally on top of their game, but they will go out here, they will basically pick these bum up off of the street, they will clothe them, they will feed them, they will house them. And guess what, ladies? 9 times out of 10, these men know that they will never be seen as a masculine man. So what they will do, they will internalize a lot of animosity and hatred towards you while you're doing everything just like that lady in that video yesterday, basically trying to prove that you his ride or die. Ladies, I can assure you this will never end well, because like I mentioned previously, for the most part, these males, they're always feeling emasculated. You as a woman, you can just be out here trying to provide, which I don't encourage any woman to do. But just like that lady in the video yesterday, y'all saw she even talk about how she had bought this man a $10,000 chain. And that's a whole nother story for another day. I'm not sure why these women are out here doing this. And this is exactly why I continue to say, ladies, please stop building with these males, being Barber the Builder, coming out here doing everything that you can to show these males that you care, that you value them. The only thing that is going to cause is for these males to basically internalize so much hatred for you, because like I said, it go against what a relationship between a man and a woman is supposed to be like. Because even though a lot of male like be out here on the internet talking about how they don't care anything about all the role reversal because of the day and time that we're currently living in, unfortunately, it completely goes against man and woman nature. Personally, I would never in a million years take care of a man. I see so much women coming out here talking about how they either were once in this predicament or unfortunately they're still in that situation. Ladies, like I mentioned previously, we have so many on screen, we have so many examples. Personally, I also have a lot of people that surround me that I have seen do this. I have seen family members, I have seen friends do this, and I can assure you guys, I don't really have that close relationship with them, because there's no way as a woman I will ever encourage another woman to do this type of stuff, because ultimately, like I mentioned previously, 9 times out of 10, what's gonna happen, this male, he's gonna either abuse you physically or emotionally. And unfortunately, we have seen it oftentimes where he's either doing both of them, right? So ladies, please go out here, date people that are equally yoked to y'all. We always see that whenever you're no longer with these bitter men, they will tend to do stuff like Latoya ex bitter baby daddy is currently doing, because unfortunately, like I have told you guys in the past, these males don't want to see you happy. They don't want you to move on. For whatever reason, it feel like these males, as long as they see you down in and out, suffering, out here sad, not taking care of yourself, it seems like these males really get off on that. But once you go out here, you move on, you hit that gym, you start investing in yourself physically, mentally, financially, these males seem like they have an issue with it. Ladies, stay away from these broken, low level, low hanging fruit, least producing males of society. Once again, they don't like you. They never have. And regardless of what you're doing for him, I can assure you that it's not going to make him like you. What you're doing is you're going to make this male secretly resent you. Eventually, he's going to start to abuse you. Like I said, oftentimes what we will see would happen is that these male, because they have been feeling emasculated throughout the entire relationship, they're gonna go out here just like this man, just like Wendy Williams' husband, just like all of the other dust bucket that I mentioned previously. They all went and they cheated on these women that were out here taking care of them. Ladies, please don't be another one of these women. Don't be another statistic. You should set the example for the younger girls that are looking up to you, because whether you want to believe it or not, ladies, the younger girls that are in your circle, they are looking at what you're doing, whether you guys know this or not. But nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole situation. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say about everything that the TikToker said, as well as myself. Have you ever been in a situation where you were out here taking care of a man? I really do hope it has never been the case, and it never will be the case. Ladies, go out here. If you want to be in a relationship with a man, please make sure that he matches whatever you have. Stop dating these low-level male, because like I said, the only thing that is going to happen is that they're going to go out here, they're going to do whatever they can to attempt to hurt you, because once again, when we're talking about social economic, they will never be on the same level as you. So the only way that they can attempt to combat that is by ultimately going out here attempting to make you feel bad about yourself. Because personally, I've never been in that predicament, but I can only imagine what it must feel like for you as a woman after doing all of this for a man, for him then to go out here and cheat on you. I could imagine that you will be questioning yourself, asking, why aren't I enough? To be honest, ladies, you're not the problem. The problem is this male, because of his inferiority complex, because of his insecurity. He's doing this once again because he knows that you're entirely out of his league. But nonetheless, guys, I can continue to go on around here, but I'm going to leave it here for now. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say about Latoya ex-husband being bitter because she decided that she was going to go out here, she was going to remarry. Basically, he's upset given the fact that she decided that she was going to move on. What are your thoughts and opinion are? Please get in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable, because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked. And now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they helped create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs, and then still let them get the credit for it.